I would think so. Yeah.
Mr. Wolford. Greg Wolford. How you doing, sir? My name's Doug. Call sign Casey Pipe Piper. I'm sitting here in my local tobacco shop. So if it's kind of noisy, forgive me. But, you wanted me to be smoking something, I'm pretty sure. I'm hoping I remember all this right. It's the Maker of Cool Things contest, which is awesome, because I love making stuff. And I'm going to show you a few things that I made, and then the biggest thing that I'm going to show you is something my dad made for me. One of the things I can show you right now, and the other two I'm going to have to take snippets of when I get home, but I'll take some live video of that. But, Sea Rock, Costello, little frog on the log. So the first thing is, this is kind of a cool thing, but not anything big. The other two things are bigger things, but this is my homemade tamper I made. It's got kind of a smooth but burnt, rusticated look to it. I'm a mechanic, so I made it on my bench grinder. Used the steel brush side to cut some divots in it, and then took my torch and torched the whole thing. And then I made the bottom. It was kind of I stumbled upon a cool thing to do. The stone sharpener, the stone side of my grinder, I pressed this against it, and it's scored it, and oh no, that's not the right term. Basically, it just made it really smooth and really hard. So I don't know how else to describe it, but it's like shiny hard. I don't know. Is there a good way? That's kind of a good angle. It like burnt it, and then yeah, you can see kind of it's shining there. That's how smooth and hard it is. It's just awesome. So it's a great little tamper. The other things that I'm going to show you is, as a mechanic, every once in a while, I need special tools. And so, a while back I was doing a timing belt on a Chevy Aveo, which if you own an Aveo, bless your heart, because they are the lemon car of all lemon cars. But and if you're thinking about buying one, let me just steer you clear. Don't get a Chevy Aveo. They're a problem child. But and I own a Chevy, so I'm not knocking Chevys. But wow, what a bunny trail for a contest video. But I had to make a special. The option was, you either had to buy this. I would have to buy a little tiny wrench that I'd probably have to use, twice in my entire life for like $100, or I could just fabricate one out of a piece of steel. And so I made this 33 millimeter box wrench end, and then I cut into it with a steel cut-off tool, and then welded on a nut on the other end that I could attach another box wrench to. And right now, I'm going to insert live video of that right now. But here we go. So, there were two other things that were made. One of them was something I made. Holy cow, it's so close. This is it. I said I'm a mechanic, or at least I think I did. And I had to create... one of the jobs I was on required me to remove a water pump that could only be taken off with a really large box wrench end, and it was in a really tight area, and so I had to fabricate a tiny little box wrench end that I could put an extension on. So I, using a cutoff tool, fabricated this box wrench end. It's about a 33 millimeter end out of what is this? 1/4-inch steel, and then welded it all together. And I used a nut on there, and what I did is I could slide that onto the water pump to crank it this way, and then I would put a socket on here with an extension to reach in there, and that gave me the ability to turn it. So that's the first thing. And then the other thing is, when I was really young, my pipe went out, dang it. Can't keep this thing lit. When I was really young, my dad made me a safe out of an old mailbox cover. I don't know, you're going to see it here in just a second. And then he made a box, and my dad's a real good woodworker, and I love woodworking too, but he made me a safe out of it, and it's something I'm going to have for the rest of my life. I'll pass on to my kids. Second thing is this. My dad made this for me when I was a small guy, a wee lad, and it's an old postal box face, and then he made this for me. It's a safe. I use it, obviously. It's got a large hole, but this is a size 12 shoe next to it, or a size 13 shoe, sorry. So you can see relatively how big it is. It's pretty big. So there's my hand on it right there. Well, that didn't really do it any justice either, but I've got some stuff inside, so I'm probably not going to open it for you guys. But nonetheless, that's another cool thing that was handmade. So that's got a lot of sentimental value to it. I can still remember putting that thing together. So with my dad on his workbench, you know. So yeah. So those are three things: tamper that I made, a fabricated tool that you've already seen, and then also the safe that my dad made for me. So thanks again for the awesome contest, dude. I saw in one of your other videos that you're a pastor and a teacher. I love that. I'm in the ministry as well. I'm part of a house of prayer here out in Kansas City. You may have heard of it, and if not, that's okay. But absolutely love it, man. So bless you, dude. God bless you. Thanks again for the contest, and good luck to everybody who's entering. So peace out. I'm gonna relight this beast, maybe for like the 80 millionth time.